Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and this channel is all about sewing, costuming, fantasy clothing and many more, and also tips and tricks around crafting. And today's topic is exactly in that category. We are going to talk about organization systems for projects and fabrics, and also the system how to organize your stash. Before we move on, if you want to stay notified about upcoming projects or upcoming videos, click on the subscribe button. I appreciate that a lot. And with no further ado, let's start. Now, if you are a creative person like me, chances are your stash looks maybe not that organized and your projects maybe also don't follow a specific checklist. And this is quite fine for everyone, but I realized that if I wanted to be more productive, then I wanted to change my habits. And I did that in a way that also is beneficial for you, because everything I worked for is now free to download, and I will tell you later where you can find these. So now, I usually started a project and then I had an idea and I thought, okay, I need a fabric. I have something in my stash. And then I was just opening the door and I saw a pile of fabrics, and somewhere buried in between or under there was the fabric that I searched for, but I couldn't see it. So that was not quite optimal for being productive. So I bought some boxes and I put a whole storage system in place, and I applied it into my storage room. So I start showing you the color coding. So I decided to divide it between natural fibers, synthetic fibers, special fibers, accessories and so on, and boxes for work progress or upcycling material. So we have natural fibers that has a specific code. That is cotton for cotton, or CO for cotton, LE for linen, WO for wool, and so on. We have the synthetic fibers, which are maybe all listed, but probably some are left. But here are some spare space that you can use if I missed something. We have special fibers like velvet or LED tech or tech stuff, neoprene, holographic fabrics or fibers. And we have also a complete list for buttons, trim, zippers, and so on. The whole list is online. And every list that I make has always a spare page that you can put your own system in, because my system, but maybe this system is good for you in a variation. So I thought that would be best. And the next thing is, how do I put all the fabrics now in? Every fabric has now a material overview, or every material, because buttons and trims and so on are also listed in that. And you have the category, you have patterns and colors, you have the price, you have the product code, you have the store where you purchased your fabrics, or the internet site where you purchased it, and there are a lot more things that are listed here and gives you a great overview. Also the care instructions, how to iron, how to wash. Is it suitable for the dryer or not? And then also a list, how is this fabric used for, or what is the fabric used for? Which components is it used for, and the amount, of course. And this is how I store now my fabrics, and it looks amazing. I will just show you right there, and I have everything now really, really clean. And if I have a project, then I just open my folder and go, okay, this fabric, oh, this is nice for, how do I have the remaining amount of 3 meters? Yes, I have. Great. Then I can go to my stash and just pull out the fabric that I really need. And this makes my decision making and my whole process of a project a lot easier. Skipping now to projects, because also my projects didn't look like they are doing now, because I was not very aware of really necessary steps to follow by. And for me, it is really necessary to have a checklist that I need to hang on, because I forget a lot of stuff and then I have to repair or to add it later, which is sometimes a little bit more time consuming if I just did it right. So I made another list. And every project get this whole list printed out, because especially if you are working for clients or theaters or whoever, even for yourself, then it is nice to really know what I do, how much time it is, what went well, and some specific steps that I will just talk with you about now. So we start with the first page. We have the projects and the components. Let's say we have a project. This is maybe a character now for Aeolus, and Aeolus has different components like the bodice, the trousers, and whatever it is in there. Did I check it? And the date. If I have a project series, maybe also a series that I use now for Epic, then I have Aeolus, then I have Circe, then I have Hermes, then I have Poseidon, then I have whichever character I want to have and to create. And I do a check if I did it, also with a date. And now we get into the juicy part. Every project gets a number. We have the category, we have a description, we have the style, like, okay, I want to have an Odysseus or an Polites or Eurylochus. The style is in Greek era. So then I can have my used fabric, my used materials. Is the pattern included in this little part that I have here? Yes or no? Did I draft it on my own? Is it a purchase, and what is the number? Is it difficult or not? How did I close the seams? Did I use a lining? And a whole list that you can also add into. And also here is a list that is completely free, that you can just print out without anything written already on top. Then we have decorations, embroidery, and everything that I want to imply in that project. Then I can just put it in here. Very, very easy thing to do. Which components does this project has? Like, I want the bodice. This has the bodice for here. Then I have some applications that go around the body, and I have the amount of fabrics that I have. We have the care instructions, how to wash the garment that I'm doing. Very, very important thing, because especially if you work with 2 different fabrics that have different care instructions. Very, very important. And now the checklist. I can just get a cross or whatever it is in if I did it. The idea is there. Did I do the sketches? Is the fabric purchased and categorized? Did I evaluate it? How did it went? A lot of things there. We have a sheet for sketches, and we have a whole side for adjusting the fit. So if you have a bodice block or whatever and you change the pattern and it's not fitting quite right, then you can just organize it here with the different variations of your pattern, so that you know what did I change. And if you see something later in the progress that is not supposed to happen, and you can just jump in the pre-variations of that exact thing you are wearing now. Then we have a timetable. I hated it if I was asked to say, hey, I want a dress and how much time do you need for it? And I was like, that's an easy dress, maybe 8 hours. It was never 8 hours because it was always more, and my brain keeps forgetting it. So this is now way better for me to say what time did I need for the bodice, for the sleeves, for whatever, and really to track it down, because we don't always have a realistic view on how time works. Then are we on schedule? Are we late? Are we finished early? We can just put it up here. We have a page for notes, and there are the final 2 pages, the evaluation. What did work well? What didn't work well? What is my emotion with this garment? How did I feel doing it? Because sometimes also this is very important to track down. And also the suggestions for the next time. And finally, the finished projects with a number, the description. Did I document it? And how is it called if I documented it? What is the name of the data that I just put in a folder with maybe 20,248 other files? So if I want to have a picture that I took, that's the name, and also the date. And I also did other lists, maybe that are more important for theater or for character development. This is also interesting maybe for cosplayers, because you have a complete character analysis and a costume building step by step, and really to put it in one system and to work with it. And there are also some lists for the backstage crew, which I'm more at the moment part of, that I work with the actors behind the scenes, and also for people who are working with actors or singers or dancers or whatever. There are the performer information. How do I track it down? How do I fitting? And a lot of other stuff. And this was very important for me because I am sometimes really disorganized. I'm losing sometimes focus, like whoop, 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 whoop. And if I have some lists like that, this is fun for me. So I can just so I want to finish the next garment, to just put it in the list. And this keeps me on track. And if you are creative, chances you are probably similar to that. Now, where can you find this? I have a new website, and this is also where you can find these data. These are for free to download, so you can use this system, and this cost free. You can just go on the site and just download it. I will link the website in the description below, and I hope this helps you also to organize your projects, your customers, your materials, your stash. And if you like, I would appreciate also a comment. Did it help you, and what you think of it? Good, that's the topic for now. This is more the nerdy side of costuming, and also for sewing in general. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. I will see you next time, and With this overview, I realized also that I can't give exactly times when the next video is coming out, because at the moment I'm just also working, and sometimes it takes more time there and I have to prioritize it. So keep in mind, I will upload as much as possible and as frequent as possible, but sometimes it's not going to be the case. Sometimes it's going to be that I also take a week off, because it's sometimes really exhausting. But I love it, and it's so much fun. I love what I do. And yes, I see you next time and wish you a great and crafty day. See you next time. Bye.